Diablo, Hearthstone, Warcraft 4, Diablo 4, Diablo 2, Bóg wie co, Hearthstone 2.0. Co to za koleś? Co to za koleś? 1, w sensie 0.
You know there's more out there, don't you?
No one can stop death. From you, I have learned patience, my son. It's about time.
They're all counting on me.
Push forward!
Why would you do this?
You have earned your warrior's death. The world needs us now, more than ever. Are you with me?
BlizzCon. Welcome home. Kurde. Jaką ten
Ladies and
polecieli.
gentlemen, please welcome Blizzard
prywatą.
Entertainment co-founder Mike Morhaime.
A to Mike będzie jeszcze prowadził? O kurde. O Beatka.
Thank you so much, everyone. And welcome to BlizzCon 2018.
Chyba mają problem z fokusem trochę.
I think, like many of you, BlizzCon will always be like home to me. And it always feels good to be home. Okay, now I do this every year, and we're gonna do it again. How many of you are here attending BlizzCon for the very first time?
Sporo, sporo.
How many of you have been to 2 BlizzCons?
Równie sporo.
How about 5 BlizzCons? And how many of you have been to all of the BlizzCons? I've been to all of them too. And I want to acknowledge a very special couple who have also never missed a BlizzCon. My parents. I can't tell them how much I appreciate them and their support. Unfortunately, my dad's under the weather this weekend, but they're watching on the stream today. Thank you, Mom and Dad.
Ojej.
Whether you're a BlizzCon veteran or are joining us for the very first time, you are among friends. Welcome. Okay, and let's also give a big shout out to everyone joining us via the online stream. Come on. As you know, I'll be passing the baton to my good friend J. Allen Brack this year. But before I do, I'd like to take a moment and reflect a little on the past 27 years. It's hard to believe what an adventure we've had together. When Alan, Frank, and I first started out, I never could have imagined all the places this road would take us. We thought we had it made when we completed our very own game from scratch with the Lost Vikings, or when Warcraft II: Tides of Darkness became our first #1 selling game. And then I thought I was dreaming with our midnight launch events, signing boxes for players. We were totally unprepared when World of Warcraft exploded and transformed everything overnight. We hosted our very first BlizzCon right here back in 2005, and we were blown away by the response, and it has just gotten better each year. It's become a cornerstone of our community and a highlight of the year. I've been able to travel around the world, attending esports events and meeting absolutely amazing people. And earlier this year, we got to experience the Overwatch League finals in front of a sold-out crowd at Barclays Center. How far we've come. We've shared so many great experiences together, and your passion is what made all of them so special. To everyone who joined us on this epic journey, I just want to say thank you. Your support has fueled the creativity and dedication of our entire Blizzard team, and it has meant so much to me. Now I want to say a few words about our new president, J. Allen Brack. Many of you know Jay from his 12 years working on World of Warcraft. Well, you think you know Jay, but you don't. But seriously, Jay has been a great friend of mine since he joined Blizzard. He's led the development team of one of our industry's most complex, global, and influential games for over a decade, and he's done it with great integrity. He is a fierce champion of Blizzard values and a stalwart leader, not only of the World of Warcraft team, but within the whole company. He cares deeply about the Blizzard community and our employees. For all of those reasons and more, I'm proud and excited to see him lead Blizzard into the future. I want to thank you all again for your tremendous support. And now, please welcome to the stage the president of Blizzard Entertainment, J. Allen Brack.
Dobra, no póki co były wspominki. Dzięki za słupki. Ale, że tak powiem, skupmy się może na BlizzConie. W tym momencie to chyba ważniejsze dla większości. Więc dziękuję bardzo serdecznie, witam. Birmax i Anarchiamen. Co jak będą stać? Creature, ciebie również witam i dziękuję.
You made
Słupka.
this.
Yes,
Thank you, Mike.
it is awesome.
Thank you for all your passion. Thank you for all you've done. We
I poleciał.
wouldn't be here without you.
Hopla.
Thank you, Jay.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Nersow
Mike
również
Moore, ladies
dziękuję i
and
witam.
gentlemen.
Matko, co to za subtrain? Wszyscy sprawdzają, czy mają suba z Prime'a i dają? Podoba mi się to.
Thank you, everyone. That was a great moment. Mike is an amazing leader, and he's the absolute toughest act to follow. He's also helped put us all in a great position going forward in the future.
Dzięki, Feno.
When I joined Blizzard almost 13 years ago, I was motivated by the ability to create amazing games and awesome entertainment experiences. I admired the development-first culture and the Blizzard community. That's you. That's you. You're the Blizzard community. Everyone here, everyone watching. You're the most passionate, most dedicated players there are. Everything about Blizzard today, our games, our employees, the community, inspire and excite me more than ever. I'm exceptionally proud to lead Blizzard going forward, but I'm also humbled by the huge responsibility. It's a tremendous challenge, but what motivates us and what motivates everyone at Blizzard is the enthusiasm that you have. When we get feedback and the support from you enjoying our games, it helps fuel us to create more great content. It also drives us to create amazing experiences like BlizzCon. And we think of BlizzCon as the physical manifestation of the Blizzard community. BlizzCon is one of the places where the real magic happens. That's where we as gamers make connections with our fellow players and build friendships that make being part of the community so memorable. BlizzCon also showcases incredible creativity from you through the art, movie, talent, and cosplay exhibitions that you create. All of these come together and make the universes more exciting and make every day more fun. Our pledge to you as Blizzard is to continue to make the great games that you love, create entertainment experiences that you want to be a part of. Gaming can be an incredibly inclusive place. Collectively, work to include and uplift one another, build the spirit around each gaming community, and use it to make a better world. Let's look back at some of the great experiences that we've shared this past year. We came together as factions and took part in Battle for Azeroth, the latest World of Warcraft expansion. We performed wacky science experiments and explored spooky dungeons in Hearthstone. We challenged each other with new heroes and maps across Overwatch, Heroes of the Storm, and StarCraft II. And today, for the first time ever, you can play Diablo 3 on the Nintendo Switch with the Eternal Collection. This package includes all Diablo 3 content, including Reaper of Souls, the Necromancer, and we're excited to work with Nintendo to bring it to the Switch console.
Woo!
These are games that we all love, and the place that we play these games together is Battle.net. We've had some additions to the platform over the last year for some great developers outside of Blizzard. We hosted a record-breaking number of players from Call of Duty Black Ops 4 a few weeks ago. And in September, the team from Bungie launched its current expansion for Destiny 2, Forsaken. We're pleased to welcome these games to Battle.net and make the Blizzard community even stronger. Outside of games, the community showed us something totally amazing and totally unexpected. Foremost among these was the overwhelming support for the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. Thanks to your enthusiasm for the Pink Mercy skin, t-shirts, and community streamer support, you helped raise $12.7 million. And that's the largest single-year donation from a company in the history of the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. So be proud of everything that you accomplished. On the esports side, we witnessed history in the making with the inaugural season of the Overwatch League and the televised Grand Finals event at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. And we have huge amounts of esports to share with you this weekend. We have the Overwatch World Cup, the StarCraft II WCS Global Finals, the Heroes HGC Finals, World of Warcraft Arena Championships, and the WoW Mythic Dungeon All-Stars. And finally, the Hearthstone Global Games. There are so many incredibly talented pro players here. You know, let's take a look at what it takes to compete at this, which is the highest level of gaming.
Teraz będzie o HGG. HGG czy ogólnie o e-sporcie?
This is about passion, dedication, endurance, the endless drive to find our limits and push beyond them. This is about sharing the love, making connections, keeping your head up, no matter what goes down. It's about remembering to celebrate victory and learn from defeat. It's about something personal. It's a hunger. A fire inside all of us, daring us to risk it all, to rise above the rest. This is our time. This is our place. This is for you. This is for all of us. Whether you play at home or in the arena, this is about more than games.
Mam wrażenie, że jakbyście całą energię, którą przeznaczacie na narzekanie, przeznaczyli na pomaganie innym, to byście uleczyli głód w Afryce.
You know, the thing that comes through in that video is the emotion that I think we all feel whenever we're watching people compete at that highest level. You know, we watch to see the incredible level of dedication that it needs, that it requires to be there. Are you ready for an awesome display of esports championship this weekend? Awesome. I think I know why you're here, though, and that's to talk about the future and to talk about new video game content. And we're going to kick that off right now with StarCraft 2.
No kurde, najciekawsza gra na początek, to mi się podoba. Jest, dobrze.
Did you know that this year StarCraft is celebrating its 20th anniversary as a game franchise?
W sumie nawet nie wiedziałem.
We've got a new co-op commander to show off today. It's on the show floor and playable. Our old favorite, Zeratul, is here.
Chwilę.
Our friends at Google DeepMind are also back this year with an update to talk about their work on StarCraft 2. DeepMind is on the cutting edge of artificial intelligence research, and they're working to create stronger bonds between humans and computers. StarCraft 2's unique qualities as a competitive game make it a really ideal challenge for any kind of AI work, and the hope is that this technology will lead to positive, or this work that they're doing will lead to positive advances in the technology. So you can get information about StarCraft 2, new co-op commander, and all the Google DeepMind stuff tomorrow on the Mythic stage for StarCraft 2. This year has also been a huge celebration for Heroes of the Storm. In addition to the team's usual cadence of unleashing your favorite Blizzard heroes and battlegrounds in the Nexus, the team also created themed events, new skins, new quests, and new storylines. And so while Heroes of the Storm remains our love letter to our favorite Blizzard characters, it's also been a place where the Heroes team gets to explore things that are entirely new to Blizzard as well. Today, I have 2 Heroes videos for you. The first video is going to introduce a new hero born entirely in the Nexus. And she is going to show you that she can hold her own against some of Blizzard's most iconic characters. You get a sneak peek of the second video is going to have a sneak peek of a lot of the exciting video, or a lot of the exciting content that's coming into the Nexus. So BlizzCon, are you prepared to meet Orphea?
Postać w Heroes of the Storm, która nie jest z innych tych gier Blizzarda, tylko jest całkowicie... No nie gadajcie! Nie gadajcie, że dochodzi postać anime, czy tam Bangu, czy Pangu, czy coś tam.
You have finally returned home.
A kto to jest?
Home? You destroyed my home. Slaughtered innocents. Left peaceful realms in ruin. You broke your promise.
I will not be questioned. Return to the tower at once. Fine.
To jest Ravenlord?
How could you?
Dead magic. I am beyond that power.
You're wrong.
Dobrze słyszałem, że to jest jego córka?
I will never stop fighting you. For my family. For the realm. For the Nexus.
You really want to see what I can do?
Czy to nie się nic nie dzieje, jak oni sobie... Gadają tyle.
Impudent child.
O kurwa!
Someone should probably stop us.
I'm Kevin from the Heroes dev team, and I'm here to announce your game.
Nie no, imba. Dążę coś powiedzieć, czy nie bardzo?
Orphea
No
isn't
nie
the
bardzo.
only exciting update the team has for you. Check out the Heroes What's Next panel later today and the deep dive tomorrow for details on new content and new gameplay updates. In honor of Orphea, we thought it fitting to share her with our BlizzCon family. So Orphea is free for all BlizzCon attendees and virtual ticket holders.
To tak w ogóle te przecieki z Forczana są do dupy, bo to jest coś innego napisane na focie. Więc
Lastly for me, coming
Hello.
up is an update on one of my favorite games of all time, World of Warcraft. My transition to take over from Mike, we knew it was important to ensure that World of Warcraft has a leader who both understands the community as well as has a deep personal love for the game. We didn't have to look far for such a leader. I've known John for many years. He joined the WoW team to work on Mists of Pandaria. He then moved to Diablo to help create Reaper of Souls. For the last 2 expansions, he's led much of the development on World of Warcraft as one of my partners. He has updates about Battle for Azeroth content going forward. He also has some updates about what has turned out to be many of your favorite ice cream flavors. BlizzCon, please welcome, the executive producer of World of Warcraft to the WoW stage, John Haidt.
Nie znam.
Thank you, Jay. We really miss you. We miss you on the WoW team, Jay, but we are so proud to have you as our president. All right. Horde! Alliance! Welcome back to BlizzCon. We've seen some incredible moments in the battle for Azeroth. We witnessed Sylvanas' brazen attack on the Night Elves and the burning of Teldrassil.
Dzięki, Szewczenko, nie oglądam, nie wiedziałem.
We saw the Alliance retaliation on Undercity and the retaking of Lordaeron, only to have it laid waste by the Blight. Both sides are racing to form new alliances and adorn their armies with the mythic power of Azerite. With the Horde retrenched in Kalimdor and the Alliance gathering strength in Eastern Kingdoms, the future of Azeroth lies in the balance. Alliance! The tides seem to be turning in your favor. The time to strike is now. Will you press your advantage and rally your new Kulturan allies to strike the Horde where they least expect it? Will you? Horde. You suffered a great defeat in Undercity, but you gained powerful new friends in Zandalar. Will you stand by them as the Alliance comes to lay siege to their homeland? Good. You've been preparing for war and now the war is here in Tides of Vengeance.
Co to jest Tides of Vengeance?
It's been a little over a month since we began public testing for Tides of Vengeance. We've received a lot of great feedback, and we are hard at work.
A, to już coś jest.
Game
Patrz 8-1.
Alliance and Horde alike.
Myślałem, że coś nowego.
We can't wait for players to face our newest raid, the Battle of Dazara Lore. It's set in the Great Pyramid in the Troll capital city, and this is the first time ever in WoW.
Tak w ogóle ten koleś tak chyba średnio na tej scenie pasuje, nie? Tak...
Of the conflict.
Niezbyt dobry z jego prezenter. Oj, sorry.
We also have a new Darkshore Warfront set in the ashes of Teldrassil. The Alliance will help the Night Elves reclaim and rebuild, while the Horde will continue Sylvanas' campaign of destruction. And Horde and Alliance assaults will bring the war to the shores of Kulturis and Zandalar. If you're wondering what lies in store beyond Tides of Vengeance, don't miss our What's Next panel on the Mythic stage later today. If you have questions, we also have a QA panel tomorrow, and that'll also be on the on the Mythic stage, and you can drop off your questions at the Dark Moon Fair. So, as World of Warcraft enters its 15th year, we reflect upon this game that has touched our imaginations, forged friendships, and, especially in my case, changed the very course of our lives. Last year, right here at BlizzCon, we announced that we are embarking on a journey to return to where it all began. And we're very excited to share our progress with all of you. Today, on the show floor, you can play WoW Classic. And if you're not at BlizzCon, you can download this demo using the virtual ticket. So you're probably wondering when you'll be able to play the full game.
O, dobre pytanie.
You have any guesses? Blizzard soon.
Okay.
WoW Classic will be released summer of 2019.
No dobra.
This is a great opportunity to experience the original gameplay. And if you never had a chance to play the game then, you should see how WoW was 14 years ago. You should. And anybody with a WoW subscription will have access to WoW Classic.
Kurde, nie będę musiał kupować drugiej!
So I know you've had a lot of questions about how we're recreating WoW Classic. You can learn more about how we're faithfully restoring and recreating the game in a panel that we have called Restoring History, Creating WoW Classic, and it's tomorrow on the Mythic stage.
Tak, jak masz abonament, to masz Classica za darmo.
Champions of the Alliance and Heroes of the Horde, one thing brings us all together, and that's the annual charity drive.
Co on powiedział? Bo nie słyszałem.
Our charity pet is this little guy. That's Whomper. So we're proud to announce that this year's WoW charity pet will go to support code.org. This is a
Na ciebie to zbanuję, bo to już przesada.
It's a nonprofit dedicated to expanding computer science education in schools and increasing participation by women and minorities. We as a Warcraft community, as a Blizzard community, share these values, and we hope you consider adopting Whomper to support code.org. Okay. There is one more thing. World of Warcraft isn't just about epic battles and great gameplay. It's about mythology, the timeless heroes and the timeless stories and the heroes that move this world. So before I hand this off, I'm honored to present a special treat. An all-new cinematic for Battle for Azeroth, Lost Honor. Enjoy.
All right.
That's the last of the soldiers. We'll be calling up farmers next.
When this war began, I thought we were fighting for peace. But we're just fighting.
You're doing all you can to stop her, Your Majesty.
At Lordaeron, you had the chance to take my life. Maybe even end the war. Why didn't you kill me?
Could kill you now.
I spared you because I believed you have honor. Was I wrong? Do you want more innocents to suffer? The Horde...
I have given everything for the Horde! Blood for it, kill for it, and Sylvanas is destroying it. She will destroy everything. What I want is my Horde back.
Saurfang, tell me why you spared my life.
I hoped you would stop her.
I can't. Not alone.
Yes!
Please welcome Creative Director of Hearthstone, Ben Thompson.
O, dobry dźwięk! No. Okay. A, widzę. Chciałbym tylko zwrócić uwagę, tam do wcześniej to pisaliście, bo tu się niewiele dzieje, że słuchajcie, cinematiki robią inne osoby niż zajmują się WoWem, wiecie? To nie jest tak, że tam jak są jakieś błędy w WoWie, to te same osoby robią cinematik i naprawiają te błędy. O. Więc gadanie o tym, że zamiast cinematiku mogliby błędy naprawiać, to tak... Chłopacy, no nie do końca powiem, że ma sens. Hearthstone Olanet this year. Okej, sercowna odwołany dodatek, koniec, zamykają.
Can everybody hear the Overwatch arena? Awesome.
Szacun za dystans.
A special shout out to all of our folks watching at home right now. All of us, every single one of us here, wishes we were hanging out with you right now. Because they're all logging in later tonight before us, and let's admit it, we wish we were. So before I start, I have a quick story for you. My nephew is in town for BlizzCon, and I was so excited. It's his second BlizzCon, and he says to me last night, he says, Uncle Jeff, I'm so excited for the new announcement. And I'm like, well, John, what do you think the new announcement's gonna be? And he says, I really hope you announce that you're removing Moira from the game.
Chyba jakiś inside joke.
I don't know. He must be a free-for-all deathmatch player. That's what I'm thinking. But it was an amazing year. I have to give a shout out to Overwatch League, culminating in the amazing grand finals in New York City. It was so awesome. So awesome to be there. We're so proud of Overwatch League. We added a looking for group system so you can finally have a Zenyatta that actually wants to be playing Zenyatta on your team. We added an endorsement system, and I heavily recommend for that Reinhardt who actually uses the shield instead of charge, endorse him. He's a good teammate. We brought you to new locations like Rialto and Busan. And we had so much fun in Korea this year, bringing you the Diva animated short. And Retribution was fantastic. Watching you guys just crush that content and learn more about our characters like McCree and Reyes. It was so much fun for us. And we added a couple new heroes. We introduced Brigitte, and of course, Wrecking Ball, who you are all free to call Hammond all you want. We're happy for that. But there was one thing that I was most proud of the entire Blizzard community, and that was your contributions to Pink Mercy. We are so thankful and so proud of you all. You raised over $12.7 million. You literally have a chance of changing the world. Thank you so much for that. So as awesome as all of that stuff was this year, and how could I forget the Overwatch World Cup viewer and Lucy OOs? I know what everybody's having for breakfast tomorrow. But we like to come to BlizzCon to see new things, right?
Sorry, ale w ogóle nie jestem w klimacie Overwatcha I tak.
About Blizzard and BlizzCon is the amazing work that the Story and Franchise Development Group does. These are the women and men who make the awesome Blizzard cinematics, and they are the same people who make the Blizzard animated shorts. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to present to you, directed by the amazing Jason Hill, our latest animated short, Reunion.
Filmik.
We got trouble!
Jesse McCree. Been a while.
Co to za laska?
You promised you'd write.
Well, Ash. I've been kind of busy.
We're pretty busy ourselves, so it's awful convenient you showing up today.
Yeah. You never been one to shy away from a good tip.
Hey, we worked hard for this score. You'd best move on now.
All I want is that crate. Everything else is yours.
This crate? Huh. Bob. Well, well. Now you got my attention. What is it?
That's none of your business.
Well, as I see it, now it's very much our business.
Doesn't always have to be this way, Ash.
Apparently, it does.
Looks like Bob got himself some upgrades.
Smoke him out of there! Last chance, McCree! Toss out your weapon!
All right, Ash. Here it comes.
Oh, shit! What the... McCree?
Sorry about that, Bob. No hard feelings.
McCree? Hey! Untie me, McCree!
Say hi to the gang for me.
I will not be ignored! I'm gonna rebuild Bob, and I'm gonna have him rip off your other arm!
Hey there, cowboy.
Welcome back, partner.
How long have I been gone?
Far too long.
What happened?
Well, that's a story for another time. But I got a call. They're getting the band back together. They want me, but really, they need you.
Jesse, wait. What are you going to do?
I've got some business to attend to. Say hi to the monkey for me.
Monkey?
Scientist. Whatever.
Zajebiste.
That was Reunion. We hope you loved it. We had so much fun making that movie. One of the greatest parts about making a movie like that is we love creating new characters. And there's so many new characters in that movie. Lots of people to introduce you to. Members of the Deadlock Gang, the mysterious robot. And the whole time, we're thinking to ourselves, could one of those characters be the next hero in Overwatch? How cool would that be? But there's a lot in that movie. Like, for example, could it be that awesome Omnic sniper guy? He'd be a lot of fun. Like, we could make a really cool hero out of him. Or maybe one of the three triplets, or all of the three triplets. Like, they'd be cool. And those guys, you're going to study them, and you're going to learn a lot about them. And then, of course, there's Echo, the mysterious white robot that we all want to know more about. But I'm thinking Echo needs more time. We need to spend more time before we're ready for Echo. But what about Bob? I think Bob would be amazing. But to be honest, during the making of Reunion, we fell in love with one lady that stole the show. And I now give to you the 29th hero in Overwatch. Please enjoy.
Funny. They say there's no honor among thieves. But that's not how things work around here. If you cross me, or if you break your word, there'll be hell to pay. You can count on it. Let's clean up this mess. You wanna try me? Poser. Back off.
unstoppable.
Burn it all down. Now that gets the blood pumping. Oh, there you are. I'm calling the shots. Bob, do something!
No to w końcu będzie ona, czy ona i Bob?
Welcome to Overwatch, Elizabeth Caledonia Ash, the leader of the Deadlock Gang, McCree's old buddy. It looks like they're on rocky terms right now, I would say. Maybe they'll patch things up. She is an amazing character to play. Super high mechanical skill, which I know just between the small group of us and everybody at home is every one of you guys. Super high mechanical skill. That gun is so much fun to shoot, and she has Bob as an ultimate, which is just the best. And wait till you see the skins we get to do for Bob and Ash. It's a lot of fun. So she's going to be great. You can learn all about Ash at the Overwatch What's Next panel. They're going to talk in depth about Ash. It's going to be pretty amazing. But now there's a lot more BlizzCon to be had. I want to make sure that we have plenty of time for the other announcements. The next stuff is really, really exciting, and I'm super proud to hand it over to Pete Stillwell of Blizzard Classic Games. Give him a hand.
Howdy, BlizzCon! As we've seen this morning, there's so many new experiences to explore across Blizzard's games. But we're also here to discuss one returning from our past. A few years ago, Blizzard started classic games around a simple idea. The world should always be able to play the games that helped lay our foundation. Luckily for us, sometimes that means we get to remaster one. Yeah.
Co? Remaster coś tam
on
one?
behalf of your dedicated men and women of Classic, I am honored to present the return of another Titan.
We never paid any heed to the ancient prophecies.
The fuck.
Like fools, we clung to the old hatreds.
To jest ta scena!
And fought as we had for generations.
Była scena koło Warcrafta nieopodpisana i to jest ta scena! Warcraft 3 Remaster! Aż mi komar zaczął latać po pokoju.
Until the day the sky rained fire.
A Diablo 2 nie będzie?
Came among us.
A co ja, wróżka?
We stand now upon the brink of destruction, for the reign of chaos has come at at last.
Aż mnie ciarki przeszły. O, żeż chuj!
I promise
Jasny.
me you'll come by and give me that cheer every now and again. That's epic. Thanks, guys.
Ale muszę przyznać, że
16 years ago,
graty dla osób, które piszą, że to nie pasuje do Warcrafta 3.
The art was vivid. The gameplay immersive. The stories kept me in their thrall. Pun intended. Warcraft 3 changed me. Because of this game, I wanted to create experiences with the power to move people. Because of this game, I became a developer. And because of this game, I joined Blizzard and I stand before you today. Like, epic. Reforged will be out next year.
Pokaż gameplay.
But if you're lucky enough to be at if you're lucky enough to be at BlizzCon today, you don't have to wait. We've got the iconic culling playable here in our demo area. For those of you not familiar, in it you command Arthas as he and his forces purge Stratholme of undead taint. It's a really key moment in his ascension to becoming the Lich King. If you can't join us today, spoiler alert, yeah, sorry.
To jest ta scena.
You've had
To.
16 years, people, come on.
Kurwa, czemu się nie
If you
domyśliłem?
can't join us today, don't worry. Our amazing Blizzard video team has got you covered. They put together some gameplay footage. Wait, let's see it now? Yeah?
Dawaj, kurwa, dawaj! Ale gameplay, nie animacje, gameplay, pokaż kurwa gameplay! No, mamy artefakty. Ale oni nie zrobili tego, co ze StarCraftem. Oni oddowili tą grę całkowicie. Nie poprawili tylko grafiki, tak jak było w przypadku StarCrafta. Ale będzie kurwa grane! Ja pierdolę! 4 kurwa! Ops. To jest właśnie, to nie jest remastered, to jest O kurwa!
We're too late. This entire city must be purged.
Aha! Diablo 2 Reforged, Diablo 2 Reforged, Diablo 2 Reforged, kurwa mogą!
But before we part, I would like to take a moment to really celebrate War 3 and what it's already been. I mean, it set the stage for World of Warcraft, a very minor footnote in its history. Warcraft 3 put Sylvanas on her path to becoming Queen of the Forsaken, and it saw Thrall lead the Horde's exodus to new beginnings in Kalimdor. And it manipulated the hubris of young Arthas as he crossed that terrible threshold at Stratholme, ultimately leading to his destruction and his ascension to Lich King. And that's just the campaign, right? War 3 found millions of other players in other ways, just like me, just like you guys. It changed us with competitive play that forced us to think differently. We forged friendships and sparked rivalries between clans over BattleNet. It empowered creators with an editor to help them bring their own dreams to life. And their custom games gave rise to new genres. Yeah. So, whether you're a campaigner, a ladder champion, a custom gamer, or you'll be new to Warcraft 3 Reforged, we hope you seize this opportunity to be found, to be changed, and to be inspired. On behalf of the men and women of Classic, we thank you for giving us this grand opportunity and purpose. So thank you.
Diablo 2 Reforged, Diablo 2 Reforged, Diablo 2 Reforged.
The other really great thing is, you know, the love for Warcraft 3 is pretty universal around Blizzard, and that led us to what we're calling the Spoils of War Edition. You can order that today, you can pre-order that today, along with the Standard Edition at playwarcraft3.com. To tide you over until Reforged actually comes out, Spoils will unlock a bunch of great content across the other games. That includes Diablo 3, Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm, both StarCrafts, and, of course, World of Warcraft, which features a meat wagon mount. So, we did a little begging, and the World of Warcraft team actually made the wagon's catapult function. Yeah. Critters throughout Azeroth will come to fear your wrath. For Reforged itself, Spoils will include 4 unique skins, all playable across whatever type of gamer you are. My personal favorite gives Jaina a warhorse so that she can become playable as Archmage in competitive play. Yeah, it's cool. If you want to dive deeper into everything else we have in store for Reforged, head over to playwarcraft3.com and join us today at 5:30 on the Mythic stage. The one and only Grubby will be hosting a few of our lead developers as we chat and see what's to come with Warcraft 3 Reforged. So I would like to jump back to Hearthstone. We've figured out the mic issues, so please join me in welcoming Creative Director Ben Thompson.
He's back!
Thanks, brother. Yeah.
Hearthstone fans, welcome
Hearthstone
to the
Reforged.
Mythic stage. To my Hearthstone family waiting for me back at the Hearthstone stage, keep a benchworm. I'll be right back. We just had to do a little thing. They saw how big this announcement was going to be for Hearthstone, and they thought to themselves, we got to get them a bigger stage. So, in recap, the year opened with the Witchwood. Players took part in foiling the evil plots of Hagatha and her minions as they launched an all-out assault of spookiness on the general town of Gilneas. This was followed by the Boomsday Project, where we asked you to take part in experiments alongside and ultimately against the nefarious Dr. Boom and the scientists at Boom Laboratories. Now this brings us to the third and the final set in the Year of the Raven. It is during this time, the exploratory phase of the set, when the team is at their most fun. Whiteboards everywhere are covered with sketches and drawings and questions. Questions like, is there a disco maybe in an old mage tower? Do we awaken the old gods, perhaps? Ultimately, and here's the part you haven't heard yet, we wanted to celebrate the spirit of competition. We wanted to do so in a way that champions the beliefs and the culture of an ancient civilization. So as we pull the vines and cut away the undergrowth of a proud arena at the center of Stranglethorn Vale, we ask you now, hey man, what you think about this?
By earth, by air, rain and fire. The only things a real troll desire. First to smash and to mash and to bash and maybe mangle. Here is Stranglethorn, you'll be warned, my lord, it's gonna trash ya. Say your prayers with voodoo, bashi. Time for fun, we're gonna run ya through. To
bad for you. It's only once a generation. One victor wins the confrontation. Standing here, got no fear. I'm the best in the arena. Man, you never seen a hero cut you down to zero. Victory is no joke. Careful at your door.
Refcio.
It's a star is our star is born here in Stranglehold.
That's right, we're taking you back to the Gurabashi Arena to be a part of Rostakon's Rumble. Revisit the arena in its prime, when once a generation, trolls from across Azeroth gather their teams to fight on behalf of their Loa and for the glory of combat. We've been hearing for a while from our players, where's our troll set? And we thought it was high time to bring this proud people to the game of Hearthstone. So let's decide together, here and now, to reclaim just what it means to be a troll. We invite all of our fellow trolls out there, in fact, to close the forums for a bit. Set the keyboard down. That guy's still going to be wrong when you get back. Just pick up a spear and join us on the arena floor. Now, let's get down to business. Let's talk about some cards. The Hearthstone team would like to give you a brief glimpse into what we have in store for you in Rostakon's Rumble. And we'd like to start with a new keyword. Overkill. Overkill plays to the gladiatorial spirit inherent in the Rumble. As a grizzled competitor of the ring, you know that the way to a fan's heart is through a dramatic flourish and some theatrical showmanship. Basically, if you can deal more damage than you need to destroy a minion, you get a bonus. In Sulthrace's case, I'm going to say that clearly, you get to attack for as many as 3 more times in a single turn. Now, this kind of showboating is sure to draw the attention of more than a few fans. Fans that are so excited, they want to get in on the action themselves. Fans like this guy. Sharkfin Fan is a neutral minion who gives you a 1/1 pirate each and every time your hero attacks. Now you pair that with a weapon like Sulthrace, and you're going to get some board control, and you're going to get it fast. Now, the 9 legendary champions at the head of each class or team in the Rumble embody the powers of their animal god, or Loa, while in the arena. Each class also gets a spirit. This spirit promises powerful abilities to the player who summons them. The spirit-Loa relationship is a very important part, integral part even, to the set that this occupies. Let's take a look at a spirit right now. Now, the abilities found in these spirits are each different, and they're very class-specific. They have a lot of similarities as well. They're all 0/3 minions. They all have stealth for 1 turn, and they're all rare, which means that you get up to 2 in a single deck, maximizing the opportunity for some serious shenanigans. Now, ultimately, spirits are just that. They are a spiritual manifestation of the Loa they represent. But this begs the question, what are Loa? Loas are powerful gods, usually animals, who are worshipped in the troll culture. By aligning yourself with one of them, according to your class, they will fight by your side and guide you to victory. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what Loa calls to me? Well, if you're a paladin, you will be fighting for the honor of Shirvala the Tiger. Shirvala is a proud and noble Loa, not unlike the paladins who worship her. She's also incredibly powerful, power that comes at a cost. but consider the possibilities, if you will, if you've been investing your mana wisely on spells in the early game. Now, this is just the beginning. It's a brief glimpse into what's in store for you in Rastakhan's Rumble. There's a lot more to learn, and we're going to share a lot of it with you over the next 2 days. Later today, there's a panel that will show even more cards and dig further into the expansion itself with Peter and Liv. They're going to take a look at a number of these classes that we mentioned and a number of the interactions of the cards found there. Tomorrow, the Hearthstone's missions team is going to walk you through just what it takes to make the single-player content in the game. More importantly, they're going to walk you through the single-player content for Rastakhan's Rumble, the Rumble Run, where you play as Rikar, an upstart underdog troll who needs your help as he travels to the arena in search of the title of champion for himself. And finally, on the show floor here at BlizzCon, both days, you get to try a special tavern brawl that uses just some of the new mechanics introduced in the Rumble Run itself. We are super excited for Rastakhan's Rumble, and we hope that you will join us when it releases on December 4th. But if you just can't wait, pre-purchase begins today. So until then, the Hearthstone team will ask you, which Loa speaks to you? Now I'd like to pass it to my personal spirit animal, the lead game designer, Wyatt Chang.
Czyli to nie wszystko. Czyli to nie wszystko. A nie, Boże, przecież on jest od Diablo, dobra. Nieważne. Pomyliły mi się i ten postacie. Myślałem, że ten od Hearthstone. A nie, on się zwolnił przecież. Refik będzie Diablo. Będzie Diablo. Reforge?
Diablo has brought millions of players around the world together to slay demons. Our modern world is an increasingly connected one. Our mobile devices keep us closer than ever to our friends, family, and loved ones. So we knew we want to use mobile devices as the platform for a new Diablo game. Because nothing brings a family together like slaying demons.
No dobra.
We want to do it in a way that's true to Blizzard, putting gameplay first. We want to do it in a way that feels right for Diablo. We are making a full-fledged action RPG you can play everywhere with everyone. Now, I have a cinematic to show you, but first, allow me to set the stage. At the end of Diablo 2, Lord of Destruction, Baal had corrupted the World Stone. The World Stone is an object of immense power. It has the power to create worlds. The World Stone was used to create Sanctuary. Baal, one of the primevals, had corrupted the World Stone, and that corruption threatened to echo through all of humanity, turning humans evil and violent. The Archangel Tyrael, knowing this, made the sacrificial decision to use his legendary blade Eldruin to shatter the World Stone. What happens next? Let's roll the cinematic.
The World Stone. It was the power of creation and the birth of our eternal conflict. From the high heavens to the burning hells, our desire to control that power poisoned its very nature. And so, I gave my life to destroy it. But its corruption spread. If humanity is to survive, they must stand together and face the rising darkness. Though that may not be enough.
Diablo Immortal. We are so excited about this game. Diablo Immortal is our chance to explore 20 years of untold stories that happened in between Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. What happened to Tyrael after the explosion of the World Stone? What was Deckard Cain up to during this time? Why did Malthael abandon heaven? I want to be there for the founding of the Demon Hunters and the golden age of Westmarch. We'll have new stories for beloved characters. We've partnered with NetEase to create Diablo Immortal. NetEase has been a close partner of Blizzard for almost 10 years, and their passion, dedication, and expertise have allowed us to bring Diablo to mobile. Now, I know what you're thinking. You want to see some gameplay. So up next, let's have a look at what Diablo Immortal looks like in action. Let's roll it.
No nie jestem wielkim fanem.
Authentic Diablo gameplay at your fingertips. We have new stories to tell, new skills for you to master. If you want to know more, we'll be back here on the Mythic stage in just a few minutes. For those of you who are here at BlizzCon, thank you. We are going to have... Sorry. We welcome you here to BlizzCon, and there has never been a better time to be part of this incredible Blizzard community. We have a demo of Diablo Immortal playable here on the show floor in Hall D. And for those of you watching at home, visit DiabloImmortal.com for more information about Diablo Immortal. There has never been a better time to explore everything that Blizzard has to offer here at BlizzCon and alongside the rest of this incredible Blizzard community. As you wander the show floor, take time to say hi to those of us
Diablo
here
2
at BlizzCon.
Reforged.
Everybody at BlizzCon wearing the blue crew shirts at Blizzard would love to say hello. Have fun, make friends, and have an epic BlizzCon. Thank you.
Diablo 4, dwójka, Reforged. Cokolwiek, co kurwa wygląda fajnie.
This concludes our opening ceremonies. Mythic Stage's panel presentations resume shortly with Diablo What's Next. Have a great BlizzCon.
Spełni się mój największy koszmar. Spełni się mój największy koszmar, czyli dostaliśmy Diablo, kurwa, hack slasha na telefonie. Wszystko było spoko. Diablo 4, dodatek do Diablo 3, remaster Diablo 2, cokolwiek tylko nie hack and slash na mobilki. Dostaliśmy najgorszą opcję, piątą, hack and slasha na mobilki. No nie mogę powiedzieć, żebym był turbo zadowolony z tego powodu. No ja nie mogę powiedzieć, żebym był turbo zadowolony z tego powodu, bo o ile gra na telefony jest spoko, to niestety nie hack and slash. Gdyby to było cokolwiek, jakikolwiek coś innego, a hack and slash... To zresztą wygląda jak wszystkie te hack and slash, jak Era of Celestial, nie? Era of Celestials. Gameplay może. No. W sumie nawet układ jest taki sam. Nie wiem. Jak to było? Diablo Immortal.com. Nie wiem. Czy... Nie wiem. Okay. Co w ogóle za smok tam był? No, że to będzie fajne. Ja to też tak patrzę, no bo ja nie grał gry na telefon. Skarn, Herald Grozy. Dobra, zrobimy